Fandom is freedom. Sexual subtext is liberation. Headcanons are truth. These are the truths of this world. Surrender to these truths, you weeaboos in store-bought cosplay.
Don't lose your way, your mind, we have to be as one. Don't be afraid, my sweetheart.
And that's why today's video is up so late, because I wanted to do a Mario-style intro. That's not the only reason, actually. I actually got a somewhat life-altering phone call like an hour ago, 2 hours ago. Oh, jeez, I'm procrastinating like crazy tonight. Yeah, so I have a heavy decision to think on, and that's been sucking up my evening, in between sanding my scissor blade. This is a great angle, you can't even see it. Check this shit out. I'm just like really happy with this. Oh, Satsuki has a scissor blade, bitches, watch out. So yeah, basically, if you couldn't tell, I'm having a really hard time dealing with the fact that Kill la Kill is ending tomorrow. This is me expressing mourning by doing nothing but Kill la Kill things. The geeks talk to me. Mario. I was very happy to hear your review of the latest Wonder Woman issue, because that's a series that I actually bothered to catch up on last year when I was in my comic books class that I talked so much about. And I'm actually going to be catching up with it again, hopefully, because I'm actually going to be writing a paper all about Wonder Woman for a class this semester. Not a comics class, but I decided to write about Wonder Woman anyway. Yeah, so I've been meaning to catch up on that, and the issues I read were pretty solid. It wasn't, like, the greatest thing I've ever read, but it was a solid series, so I'm glad to hear that it's still going strong. Nikki went on a rant about The Giver, which is an awesome book. I probably haven't read it in, like, 10 years, but I remember reading it when I was really, really young, like maybe 8 or 10 years old, and enjoying it, but not really getting it. And then when I was a few years older, and I think this was before, like, when I started becoming, like, a politically aware person, I read it again, and it just took on this whole new context, and so my plan was to read it again a few times, like, every few years, to see what I would get out of it, as I got older, and I've definitely not done that. So seeing Nikki's rants about the movie trailers have kind of inspired me to see if I can find my old copy at my mom's house. It's definitely a great book, and I'm definitely overdue for revisiting it. I have not seen the trailer for the movie, but I'm definitely on Nikki's side here. I don't think it was a movie that should have ever been made, a book that should have ever been made into a movie, because it suits the book format so well, and there's just certain things that should not be taken outside of their medium. And speaking of, Nikki asked us if there was something an adaptation we can think of, or something that we know of and love that started as one thing and should stay that thing, and I didn't really have an answer at first, and then I kind of realized that this recently just happened. I talked about it on Geeks of the Week back in January, I think, a game called 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors, and it's kind of funny because when I was playing it's basically a visual novel with puzzles. And I kind of wondered what it would be like if you just played it as a novel and not without the puzzles. And funny enough, that version of the game actually got released for, I think, iPhone, and I don't know if it's on Android or not, but it got released as a mobile version of the game, but it's just the story, so it's essentially a visual novel. It still has important parts from solving the puzzles, but I imagine they probably don't make a lot of sense within the context of the story unless you're actually playing them yourself. So, oh yeah, Nikki also mentioned that she caught up on Kill la Kill, which of course makes me happy, because that's my wife. Shut up, Twitter. And she mentioned that she's probably most like Mako, and that she would want to cosplay Mako, and I don't know if that's what she actually said, but that's definitely what I heard. And hey Nikki, I'm making the thing. You should be Mako. Do it. do it for the boob touches. Because there will be boob touches. Whether or not you cosplay Mako, but if you do, it'll at least be canon and in character. I'm just saying you should do it. Steph talked about ruining people's lives with Levi cosplay. She looks adorable in that school uniform. It's just, I think it's a cute interpretation of the Survey Corps uniform. And I have to say, even though Steph claims to be like ruining people's lives with her costumes, and different weird versions of Levi, I really appreciate that she's putting her own spin on Attack on Titan costumes, because honestly, that's one of the most annoying things about the show for me, is that, like, there's one outfit and that's it, and that's what you always see cosplayed, and I'm sorry if it's elitist, but when you see the same thing cosplayed over and over again, you get sick of it, and I realize I'm sitting here saying this as I'm wearing Satsuki. I got talked into doing this cosplay. I did not decide it on my own. Okay, I kind of did, but still. So I kind of like seeing that people who do original costumes with characters, sometimes they can fall kind of flat, but I think Steph is being really creative and hilarious with her costumes, so I think that's awesome. I actually have a really stupid version of Satsuki that I'm really looking forward to making, and not putting a lot of effort into, but rest assured, it's gonna be pretty stupid. Not schoolgirl Levi levels of stupid, but Steph, keep doing what you're doing, because you know that I love you and admire you as a cosplayer no matter what you do. So just keep on not giving a fuck what anybody thinks. So I'm probably gonna cut this off here because, oh, Scissor Blade, come back. It's okay. So, yeah, like I said, I was trying to say, till this one decided to fall over, I'm probably gonna cut this off here, because it's already almost 11 o'clock at night, and I've had to stop filming several times because my memory has run out, and I've had to stop to delete apps so that I can film the rest of this video, because I have so much crap on my phone. So, that's probably it for me tonight. Please enjoy one last shot of my eyebrows. Oh, I'm so attractive. If you like me and my eyebrows, I am doing a Satsuki photo shoot on Saturday, which I keep mentioning because I'm really excited, and this is my day to talk, so I'm going to keep talking about it. So you can check out pictures from that shoot on my fan page if you like Kill la Kill things, which I hope you do. Otherwise, watching me must be pretty miserable for you. Anyway, I'm really rambling now, and I would like to go rip these contacts out of my eyeballs. So, y'all have a good rest of what is left of Wednesday. I'm gonna go do things that don't involve me having to be articulate. So, good night. Can I just say, having one of these to actually hold is really badass. I love you, Scissor Blade, even though you are full of dust and making me sneeze. Between this wig and sanding my Scissor Blade, I'm like really itchy, so go man for this attractiveness, wow.